Alright guys, so here we are with the Wheeleri group. I did just clean the tub, wipe it down, because my female has laid me another little clutch of eggs. Here is the male. You can see he's covered in sand. They like to get in these little sand boxes and just throw sand all over themselves and just make a big old mess. So instead of having a tub with sand, I go ahead and put the sand in here because you can see they flick it all over, enough to get it on top of the tub. So if I do this, then it all stays inside for the most part. They do get some sand outside of the tub, but that's just fine. And Nephrurus, at least the Wheeleri, from my experience, don't eat their shed at all. So if you ever get a shed, it would be really cool to put like a layer of, like, you know how they do that plastic embedding for like scorpions and beetles and stuff, but to have like the shed of your Wheeleri. I've also thought about if one of my Wheeleri perishes, it would be pretty cool to have something like that, you know, keep them instead of sending them to the trash. I think that something like that, and same thing with the leopard geckos. I mean, if you've got a really cool one that you like, then it would be nice to keep it like that. I do put water in the sand just because they will use it as like a sandbox, even though it's on the, or as a shedding box, even though it's on the hot side. So it will evaporate pretty quickly. And I do give them the lay boxes with, I check underneath. If it looks moist, then that's good. You know, shake it around a little bit. And if you don't see it moist underneath, then I just add more and just mix it around. My main box is this box here, which is where the female goes. And that's where she does her stuff. See, he's kind of skip some sand around. Let him get out of there. Maybe I'll move around a little bit because I got the camera on my left side this time, and I'm right-handed, so I'm getting my left arm in the shot a lot. This is a really easy first reptile. You've got some shed skin on your tail. You're gonna hate this. Maybe you're not gonna hate that. You seem to enjoy it. And of course, what brought on the video is my little female has laid 2 eggs for me. So that's what brought on the video. Maybe this lay box needs a little bit more water. She's guarding those. So I am going to go and get a feeding dish full of dubia. I'll clean this one out. Get a feeding dish of dubia, and I'll link those 2 videos, butt them up together. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got a little feeding dish of dubia for them. I wonder if he will let me do this on video, or if he is gonna totally nut up. What I do is I take the cap and I spray some of the shedding aid in it. Soak a Q-tip. This will work with any of your geckos. And you just roll it on the stuck shed. Roll it from underneath, and you always want to roll it away So it's like, you know, it'll pull it off very gently. You know, even if you're here for like 20 minutes, generally it doesn't take that long. Oh, he feels it. It'll soak pretty good. This one's coming off easy. Problem with the knobtails is they do have that knob on their tail. Might be able to take it off now. There we go. And it comes off. I don't know if you guys got that on video, but that's how it's done. So I'll just do it with this tweezers just to show. You want to roll it like this. Roll it off. You know, twist your fingers like that. So that way this, you know, because it's on like a sleeve, like a glove, and you want to get it off from the edge of the glove. So that's that. You can pour the shedding aid into the container, the lay box, whatever. Repta shedding aid has all kinds of vitamins and good stuff in it. You can spray it in their eyes and their mouth, all over the place. They can drink it, eat it, whatever. You can spray it on wounds and stuff like that if they're going to be shedding. The ingredients are water, solubilizing hydrotope, glycerin, jojoba oil, and vitamin E acetate in an oil base. So it is oil based, so even if your tub is, you know, sprayed and humid, it's still going to be there just because it's an oil base, and oil repels water, so it's going to stick on your animal. So I got my Geo with my other Wheeleri eggs, so she's checking them to make sure that they're okay. Of course they're okay. And what is today's date? Today's date is July 17th, so we'll go ahead and go to this little Geo, egg 85 and 86, 07, 17, 15, Wheeleri. And then of course we will go to our, we didn't write the Wheeleris down. Good thing we kept this Geo. And then we write it in our little book. Egg 85 and 86 are Wheeleri. Now, I can take my little Wheeleri egg and my little light here. Maybe this will work. And that egg is infertile. You see how it just glows like a green light? I'm going to go ahead and put it in the Geo just in case. I haven't hatched any Wheeleri this year from her. And this one glows a greenish white. So this one's also infertile. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here anyways. Just because. Now, I'll take one of these older eggs out that is a little stiffer. And you can see that it glows red. So, green is like green light for throwing it out. Red is like stop, incubate it, make sure. Those are going to hatch. That'll be my first fertile clutch. And this other one is, you could probably see it's also glowing red. You can actually see the embryo in the egg there. No, just joking. That's cocoa fiber on top of it. Fooled you guys. But you can see there's an animal in there developing. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and her tail is getting thin. We're gonna have to pump her up. She loves her dubia, but she hasn't been eating lately. She's just been popping out eggs. This is about 3 weeks since her last clutch, right? Yeah, I think it said June 25th or something like that was her last clutch. So we'll go ahead and wet this down. It's still kind of wet from the last time, just because that's what she was waiting for. She was getting super fat with those 2 eggs. But it's kind of odd that those ones are not fertile. Normally they were red and then they just water ballooned out later and didn't turn into anything. But I take what I can get. These are just a fun little, there's a nice little mud pit. That'll evaporate. I got so many holes around the tub, and the water never stays. So what I also like to do, just because she likes to hunt, I'll go ahead and throw some of these in the tub. Some will climb out on their own, just because they're roaches. Dubia roaches, not to be confused with your American or German roaches that infest the nation. These guys actually can't survive outside of this room, so makes it a little easier to have them just because of that fact. You know, you never have to worry about them infesting your house or anything like that. At least in my area. It gets way too cold for anything like this. You want to get out of the way, buddy? So let them climb together and then they can run away. Ooh, the underneath of her tail is white. Oh, you guys can't see. Let me try to, here, I'll take it off the, are we gonna get a better shot again? The underneath of her tail is super white. Hadn't seen the underneath of them, so it's a little new to me. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoy this. They're not liking all these dubia running around.